let's talk about my paycheck routine real quick, in which I show you where my money is going in order for me to build wealth. So the first place my money went was my 401k before it even got taxed. And just so you can see right here on the screen, my 401k is now at $95,137.89. So I'm still having high hopes that it will hit $100,000 by the end of the year. The end of the year is awfully close right now, so we'll see what ends up happening. Either way, I'm very close at this moment. And as I would normally tell you, $700 went towards my Roth IRA. It did not, because last month I was blessed to be able to go ahead and max out my Roth IRA. And just in case you're curious how much it is right now, it is up to $23,093.88. And I'm still holding strong on the same exact portfolio: Apple, Microsoft, VOO, VTI. Don't plan on changing it at all because it's doing well for me. I went pretty heavy on my Webull account this month because just throughout the entire year I really haven't been able to give much love to this account because I had other goals that I did end up reaching. So now that I've reached some of those goals, I went ahead and started putting some money towards my Webull. So I put a lot of money into AMD. I put some money into Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft. That was everything I put money into, and ended up being over $1,000 that I put into this, because I put my $700 that I would have put into my Roth IRA into my Webull account, but also I cashed out on my VTI investment within Webull, and I accidentally sold my Intel shares, which I didn't have a lot of, but I wasn't too sad about that because I was like, well, it's sold now, I might as well put it into something, you know what I'm saying, that I feel is better. And I felt that AMD is a way better company than Intel is, so that was where I ended up putting my money. Currently AMD is on a 30% discount from where it was, which was $188, and so I was like, why wouldn't I do this? So I bought 9 shares of that. I bought a bunch of other shares of everything else. I'll do the full breakdown in a later video, because right now I'm just telling you where my money is going in order for me to build wealth. But yes, it was $700 plus the amount of money that I made when I cashed out my VTI, and I was able to buy quite a few shares. My Webull account right now is at $36,080.02. And I was actually talking to my community this weekend just about my overall mindset and headspace when it comes to investing, and I let them know I don't usually take profits, but when I do take profits, it's going into an investment that I feel is going to give me a higher return, and I feel like it's something that's going to take my account to a different level. And so usually I'm not going to be touching things or cashing things out when it comes to stocks, but in this particular case, it made a bunch of sense to put money from VTI into AMD, which is at a 30% discount. And plus, I still have a bunch of exposure to VTI because my Roth IRA is heavy into VTI. And I wanted to keep my Webull account purely in the stocks so I can have a nice, good diversity as far as my investments go. I didn't worry too much about savings. As I told y'all, I'm cutting myself from the $500 that I would put into my savings. I feel like it's not the season for me to be saving right now. It's the season for me to be investing and keeping as much money in my checking as possible. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working out really well for me, actually. So the $500 that I would normally put in my savings account at this time of the month, I did not do. I just kept it in my checking account, and it's nice. I absolutely have no complaints about this. I feel like I should have done this a long time ago. I did mention in one of my previous videos that I'm getting back into crypto. I have fully committed now. So I did put quite a bit of money into crypto, and I bought things like XRP, Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, SWE, and that's a coin that I really don't talk about that much, but just so you know, I've been doing a bunch of research. Oh, I can't forget Solana. I definitely put money into Solana. So I'm gathering up crypto little by little because I know there's a bull cycle coming up. Right now, everybody feels like it's the bull cycle right now, but it's not. It is a post-halving rally, in my opinion. That's what I think is happening. But for those of you who are not crypto people, I'm really not either. I'm just getting back into it. I have gotten back into it, and those are the coins that I spent some money on. I didn't put a ton in there, but I did put, like, for example, 50, maybe it's like $70 now, into XRP. I bought like $20 worth of SWE. I bought a bunch of Cardano. I bought Bitcoin and Ethereum. I put like $100 in each of those. So I already have those in my account, but I'm just adding to those. So little by little, I'm not doing too much. I'm not over leveraging. I'm not buying too much into the hype about crypto. I'm just building little by little. So when the bull run does hit, I'm going to be about happy. So that is part of my strategy within my overall wealth journey. Knowing what I know about crypto right now and having the knowledge base that I built over the years as I have been into crypto and gotten out of crypto, I was starting not from scratch, but from a place of having knowledge. So I feel a lot more confident and comfortable with where my money is going when it comes to crypto. And I didn't realize this, but I'm resonating with people that I don't realize I'm resonating with when I talk about crypto, because on my weekly call that I do with my Wealth Journey Collective members, we talked about crypto quite a lot. We talked more about stocks than anything, but we really got into crypto more so than I ever had in my entire YouTube, Wealth Journey Collective, and in any type of anything that I've been in with the personal finance space when it comes to entrepreneurship. So I was actually really happy to see that people were like, I'm glad you're getting into crypto. I actually have some questions. How do you do this, and this? And I had the answers. So I'm happy that I'm able to get back into crypto and add some value to people's lives, because it's not just stocks, it's not just real estate, it's not just saving, it's not just budgeting, but we're talking about building wealth. And if you can do it in a quicker way, in a way that would take you 10 years to build, but you can build that in a year or 5 months or 6 months, why wouldn't you take that opportunity? You get what I'm saying? So I've learned how to do these things, and you'll be seeing here in a few months exactly what I mean by that. If you want to join the Wealth Journey Collective, we have these conversations weekly, because this goes beyond your first $100,000. That is the first goal, obviously, but once you get there, it's only up from there. I want to help people get their first million. I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, to not just see me teach and talk about theoretical things and speculative things. I want y'all to watch the results within not just myself, but the entire group. So it's turning into a multi-million-dollar conversation weekly, really, that we're having on the Wealth Journey Collective. I'd love to see you join. And the value is just, undeniable. And I had a blast with everybody. I only scheduled it for an hour, but it ended up being 2 hours. So that's how carried away I can get when it comes to personal finance, and when it comes to investing in crypto and stocks and talking about ETFs, talking about retirement. These are the things that are going to build you up, and these are the things that have built up my account. Saving and budgeting were the base of that, but you don't want to spend your whole life doing that. We're getting stuck into an old-timey vibe of doing things the old way, but the world is moving and finances is moving, and I don't think it'll ever be the same once crypto really gets its footing, and once quantum chip computing and all these other things are happening behind the scenes that we don't even know about, and some of us have never even heard about. So knowing what I know, I'm sharing a bunch of this stuff with the group, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do talk about with my group is a little too niche for YouTube, and I feel like it would go over a lot of people's heads. But in my group, I can take as much time as we need to take to describe a concept, or to describe what I meant when I said a certain thing, and we can really take our time and build and grow together. And my people, you know what I'm saying, my community, my group, they ask the best questions that I haven't even thought of. So a lot of stuff, a lot of attention, a lot of one-on-one time with me is happening on that group. And of course, in between, you can ask questions. You can talk. You can tell the group what you're investing in. You can tell the group what your wins are. You can have open chat communication where you're basically texting each other. You have DMs and all that other good stuff. So there's a lot of perks to joining this group, and I would love to see you join, just because, like, yeah, it's nice to see me on YouTube talking about my investments, but on there, I straight up tell you the moment I invest, what I'm investing in, how many shares of which I'm investing in, or how many coins of which I'm investing in, how much money, you know what I'm saying? You get to see the full picture, and you get to see the why behind what I'm doing. If you're catching this video now, you're catching me probably some weeks after I put money into some of these things, and days after I put money into other things. But in that group, I tell you when I invest. And so my group is starting to do the same thing. When they start investing, they're starting to put it in the Wealth Roundtable, where they talk about what they're investing in. And that's an amazing thing to see, because it's showing everybody that the path to wealth is looking different than what you probably thought it was. And some of you might feel like you missed the train when it came to stocks, because you look at a bunch of stocks, they used to be $1 or $50, now they're up into the $200, and you feel like you can never build a large position. Well, this is that time, but for crypto. You get what I'm saying? This is that time, but for AI. And I'm having what I would call futuristic conversations with my group. And we have real conversations too about life and things. But when you get to a point where you're able to accumulate a decent amount of money to be able to put some money to the side to invest that you can absolutely afford to lose, and you're not going to be mad if you lose it, that's when you get to a level of being able to put money into things that can change your life. And that's what I want for everybody, and that's what I see for everybody. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep building this group. Keep in mind, Christmas is coming up, and that is when the founding member special will be off the table. Right now, that is the lowest entry you will ever get into the Wealth Journey Collective, because I see the value and all my members see the value. So the price is 1,000% going to go up. It's not going to go up by 1,000%, but I'm just telling you right now, it's going to go up, and there's certain perks you get as being a founding member that you will not get as a core member. So just keep in mind, I want you to get the most out of this. Make sure you join before Christmas Day. That is what I call the Christmas special, and it's been going on since last month. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to click the link down in the description called Wealth Journey Collective. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick and talk to y'all about where I was putting my money at for the month of December. I've been able to cut costs, and by cutting costs, I've been able to put extra money into investments, and I did get a few bonuses this month. So overall, it's been a successful month so far, and I'm excited to see where the rest of this month goes. We're halfway through at the time of me recording this video, so I'm excited to see what happens on the last half of this month. Y'all have a blessed and amazing day. I will see you in the next video, and if you like this video, you're gonna love this one. Check it out right here.